against AA.
Historically, the Roger hasn't really worked well today. Even lost last game, right?
Yeah, it's not as consistent as before. But then I feel like the Roger actually doesn't have to worry so much about the other heroes that AA have, like with their kits. I feel like one of the things that he just has to watch out is potentially, getting stunned maybe by the Lapu-Lapu or Matilda. So I'm okay with this Roger pick. Again, it's not the best, but then I feel like in the situation that we saw there, might be surprisingly a little bit safer than picking a Lancelot.
That's true. Again, we have seen Lancelot's kind of fail today. Surprisingly, I think it's on a negative win rate for some reason.
Yeah, it's only a select amount
40%
of teams.
40% win rate. So let's go into the game, ladies and gents. Enough of the theory crafting. Let's head into it. Archangel and Laos Auto Group Playbook Esports. Whoever wins this will be qualifying for the MPL Season 7 regular season and join the top 10 teams of the Philippines with just this one match.
This is going to be one of those textbook, calculated, slow burn matches that we're going to be seeing from these two teams, knowing that it's do or die, that everything is at stake here. And LPE, despite me saying that, might want to look for early game aggression, but it's actually Archangel turning that on.
I mean, they do have that. Archangel will be able to lock down Ryota. He can't really move around too much with only 2 skills. He's only level 2, and there's 3 people around him. And again, Sword Intent not going to be enough, since there is also the capability of a stun and a disrupt from Spiral Strangling from Joy Boy.
Yeah, exactly. And I like how Archangel actually started off this match by trying to disrupt Ryota as fast as possible, because they're going to need that control there in the XP lane so that Hayabusa can roam more.
Yep, and another roam. Speaking of LPE, Freeman Revenge on the bot lane, including Joy Boy right there. Great revenge. And we are quite back on even in terms of farm. But Jake the Dog, he's uninterrupted on his farming, man. He's level 4. They could go for turtles soon.
Yeah, exactly. And that turtle's going to spawn here in around 10 seconds. Escalera, look at that. Aggressive rotation once again into the top lane just to make sure Hayabusa can get out of there. Now, LPE are just going to try to manage the waves around the turtle pit there in the mid and in the bottom. They're going to want that a little bit push just to buy them that micro 2 to 3 seconds or so of control and positioning over the
there you
turtle.
Go. As I mentioned, the moment they hit level 4, they just want to go for it. Aspect is ready. He's got the purple buff. He got Soul Wind, but it looks like Archangel is more aggressive despite having lower numbers here. Oh my gosh, Fail gets it. He gets 1 stun in, but will be purified by Jake the Dog, saving or sparing his life. But because of that, man, Archangel, they are angry. They want to go for the turtle as well.
Yeah, and I like how Archangel played that. They are showing LPE that, okay, if you wanna be aggressive, you have that pick off lineup to completely just stomp us out of this game. No. We're gonna challenge you 4 major objectives, which they might actually secure here, but here comes LPE.
Yep, LPE, they want to come back from that one, although it will be secured with Saxajago. Turtle buff on Brody. That is very, very scary. In the front line, though, Fall will be able to at least control the aggression of LPE, forcing the red side to fall back.
And this is a lane switch now that we're seeing from LPE here. Benedetta says, you know what, I'm having a bit of a hard time here against that Hayabusa, so now I'm going to go down to the bottom lane against Lapu-Lapu. The sad thing is, now it's actually Ryota still at a disadvantage against that Lapu-Lapu because he already has 2 kills in his bag.
Yep, and the kills are coming in strong here for Archangel. 1,000 goal lead doesn't sound like much, but considering your team has a Brody,
yeah.
Oh man, that sounds pretty big.
Yeah, that will start to hurt around the 7 to 8 minute mark here, maybe even a little bit before that. But the thing that LPE has to remember is that, okay, Saxajago doesn't have a kill yet, so you really cannot give a kill to Saxajago right now.
Yeah.
If you give that before a major objective fight or because of a major objective fight, it's going to start to be a big problem for LPE.
Yeah, the problem is happening here for LPE around Arms. He is caught out right in the middle of BMO, getting trapped inside Imperial Justice. Good thing, though, the rest of Archangel are not in position, or else he would have been dead meat.
Yeah, and Ryota Getting damage there from Saxajago, but not really because he was able to block it out there with an eye for an eye. But aggressive rotation is the bottom lane here by AA.
And they're fighting up under tower here. Ryota dancing and diving each and every time he can. But the cooldowns, his HP is not enough. There's no minions to lifesteal from. And he goes down. That's probably a free turret there for Archangel.
You gotta feel bad for Ryota. This is acknowledgement from AA that we know this Benedetta and Ryota is so important for your rotation, is so important for your strategy. He's just been completely choked out here.
Completely. And I do agree. Saxajago, though, with the dive in, gets a kill on the BMO. BMO playing a bit more passive, more reactive here in this game. It's a miss up on the fall. He's not going to hit the ultimate, but it's enough to push back LPE once more. Turtle will go over to Archangel.
And that's 2 kills to Saxajago. I told them earlier, Rockhard, you cannot give kills to Brody at this point. By that next turtle fight, you're going to see LPE get completely bursted down before they can even try to contest, unless they really pick off Brody somehow as fast as possible.
I mean, not even the kills.
Yeah.
Just assists are enough. Look at him right now. He's 2-1-3.
Exactly. He's on the way to a Blade of Despair. Already has 3 daggers with him. He has the Beast Killer here with him as well. And now we're seeing the Matilda also being a big problem for LPE.
And the big problem here is BMO once again.
No.
Take 2 on Imperial Justice. And he suffers without any reprise here from Archangel.
And I think we're seeing now here just how well read Archangel has LPE, because we mentioned Archangel had an entire series to watch and scout LPE. It seems like they fully understand how Ryota and BMO want to move.
Absolutely. Jake the Dog with Zalman Force down under tower. Escalera being chased up by Ryota under tower as well. They're chasing it up. Certainly Eagle. Will it save him? I don't think so, but Ryota will finish it off. And the mid lane tower along with it.
Oh, I think that was a little bit too greedy there for Escaleras. Another fight ensues here. That's going to be a stun onto Aspect, who's getting Spiral strangled and taken out now by Ninja Killa. Arv's going to be up next, and a double kill for the Killa from Manila.
And not to mention Saxajago, he is just getting into position, allowing, again, Killa to get into position as well. So executes there, 4-1-1. Oh my gosh, they are getting everything they hope they could get here in this game. Archangel are looking to be a solid lead.
LPE, again, let's go back to the draft. It's a strong pick-off comp, but then they're up against a Matilda that's completely making it difficult for them to do what they want to do, get those early game pickoffs because of the burst damage coming in from the Wiz. That Escalera Matilda also has good burning damage with him, with the emblem that he got.
Pure Rage,
Pure Rage, and then the shielding as well.
And then Purify helps a lot, especially if you are in a very bad position. So BMO, he can't even catch these guys. Even Arbs is having a hard time catching anyone with Thunder's Wrath just because of the Purifies on Escalera, who's usually the one who's exposed.
Yeah, and Fall here trying to give a little bit more space here for Archangel. This could be really bad because LPE
really bad,
is waiting.
Oh boy, BMO is in position. Saxajago will be able to secure it with the Retribution. Again, toward the bar, Rary. We got this. We got this, says Archangel, and they are going hard. Fail in the middle of everything as well. Takes down the Harem. Jake the Dog cannot react, and Ninja Killa is pushing on the bottom.
That is bad news there for LPE as they get a really deep push, or they're on the receiving end of a deep push from Ninja Killa in the bot lane, and it didn't go well for them as well in that turtle attempt, getting punished there by AA for trying to punish them.
That is a huge win in terms of economy for Archangel right now. 6,000 gold, actually 7,000 gold in the lead here. And man, oh man, I don't see a way out so far for LPE. Ryota has to get in position here. He has to get in control again of the lanes, just like Beerus did try to do rather last game. Because right now, Aspect is basically non-existent on the map. 0-2-2 on the Roger.
Yeah, and sad to say, it's going to take some time until we completely feel Aspect's Roger. This is going to be on the backs now of Jake the Dog and Arvs, who we did see deal a lot of damage against AA in that small skirmish at top.
Imperial Justice once more initiated by Joy Boy, torn apart in memory, just sinking the damage into Ryota. Again, he has absorbed it, kind of do. And you know what's funny?
What?
There are only 4 people fighting on AA there.
Oh,
Archangel on top side, and all the while, it was Fall pushing on the bottom.
And
So they're so confident in doing stuff like that. 4v5, no problem. I'm gonna go.
yeah, they understand the lead that they have here. Hell, even Aspect just got his Wind Talker, so definitely Archangel can afford to keep doing this. They're even watching their positioning well enough. I guess the biggest risk factor here for AA would be the entries of Ninja Killa and Escalera, but I like the follow-up that Fall and Joyboy are providing. They're following up just as when those two enter, so that if ever they need to escape, they're there to cover the exit.
And I also like that their names rhyme. That is a big deal. I'm just kidding.
It adds to the swagger.
It adds to it, I know. Especially in the finals match here in the main qualifiers right now. So, again, we got Archangel setting up here right now around the Lord area. And Jake the Dog, I don't think they're in fighting condition at all.
Oh, they're going to
They're
try, though.
only going to have to kind of just control them. But Archangel, this is a sure Lord for them.
Yeah, this is going to be bad. Fall will take the fall if he has to just to secure that Lord, but he doesn't need to because the Lord falls in the hands of Archangel. That was such a huge flight path Escalera took just there. Sorry, it was just a weird thing I noticed. I was like, coming in like a G6.
I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you because in the end, I mean, that's just how confident he is as well, right? I mean, you know, you're only immune to crowd control effects when you're flying on that area, but
yeah.
You know. So for now, it's Archangel on the offensive. They've got the Lord on the bottom side. They're trying to control the minion wave so they push at the same time for top and bottom. But Ryota's on the top side, and mid lane, we got Imperial Justice going down, but not really hitting any targets.
Yeah, but that's still going to be okay for AA. They have the Lord marching down here. This is going to be a bad defense here for LPE. Sorry, a difficult defense for LPE because of just how much pressure and how much of an
It's a
item lead
3-lane push.
Archangel has. Exactly.
So what are you going to do? You got to choose. And they choose to go to the bottom where the Lord is, but the mid and the top getting worked on by Archangel. This could be bad. They could lose an inhibitor turret if they don't do this properly, but looks like the wave clear is enough. They get air just in time.
Archangel also showing discipline right now despite the big lead they have. Yeah, they were showing the confidence earlier, but they know that this is a fight now in the base of LPE, where if they don't handle this right, they can get stunned and bursted by the double mages of LPE.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to have to wait and see if Archangel can make an offensive pull off against a team that has such amazing wave clear like LPE has right now. Bottom lane inhibitors are going to be whittled down very easily by the Brody. Top lane, we still have Ninja Killa making a lot of mesa on the top. But again, Fall is going to be the one to initiate the fights underneath this base. And Ryota, he can't really do much except clear the minion waves, attack what he can. And they lose an inhibitor turret on the bottom.
The sheer confidence, again, of Escalera to actually zone out for his team there. It was Joyboy who was sticking in the back line by the Lord, closer to the turret, outside of the base, to peel potentially and protect the main damage dealers of AA. Meanwhile, Escalera literally just glided through the wall and was like, hey guys, what's up? I'm here. I'm going to burst you down a little bit. Are you gonna overcommit your skills to me? Because if you do that, then we're going to punish you and we don't care if we're going to dive this tower. That was a great call and a great micro decision there by Escalera.
Absolutely. I think the micro decisions just made a huge difference here.
Yeah.
And that's just the nature of the game at this point. When you are up against the best of the best, because right now you guys are the only two left, so you probably are the best of the best remaining here, right?
Yep.
And small decisions like that are going to make a huge impact, especially when done in the right timing. So the timing here is that LPE will have a lot of wave clear. They're not being hunted down. Archangel's playing a little bit more passive, so they have a little bit of opening to start picking off one by one. Because right now, if you can see Archangel, they're trying to control so many bushes around the map.
Exactly, and that could bite them, but so far that's like the best thing that they can do right now here, though. That full 5-man team fight, once that happens, it's a big 11k gold lead here for Archangel. I actually like the risk LPE is taking here to try to take a little bit more control in the map.
That's right, and if you're on the back foot and you know that Archangel can push, you have to take risks, and somehow it didn't really pay off that much because Ninja Killa is a little bit difficult to push in, not to mention he has immortality as well.
Maybe that's because I'm not a coach, but I feel like LPE could have taken that risk just to burst down that tower really quickly. Good point, though. Ninja Killa is difficult to catch, and he could definitely punish LPE for overexcited and over-eager 5 versus 1 team fight. But then again, I feel like that was a risk they needed to take because they need a little bit more control in the bot lane. That bottom lane wave is going to be such a thorn in the side of LPE.
Absolutely. And again, we have to think about the timing here for LPE. They need to push out the minion waves just in time for the Lord. They can't contest it if the minion waves are crashing in. And Ninja Kill is waiting. He's waiting. Look at him. He's not with the team. He is waiting for the rest of Archangel to continue here.
He can just really keep doing this, honestly, because in a 4 versus 4 setup, the LPE squad is completely at a disadvantage here. They can't do anything except just wait. Wait for a defense. Wait for a counter punch. And this is a very difficult position to be in when you're in a 13k gold deficit.
Oh, man. Although it doesn't feel like 13k, right? I mean, Archangel's not barreling down the front door. They're not knocking down the front door or anything. They're just kind of chilling and being so controlled.
Yeah, and they need to do that. And as you see here, really, their Ninja Killa is going to be the main split pusher for this team. Picking up that item there in the last, picking up that revolver to really get that strong armor pen and to deal way more damage to turrets here, knowing that when worst comes to worst in a really scrappy team fight under base, Ninja Killa's Hayabusa is just going to be focusing down the base of LPE.
Yep, and again, all of this is happening while, again, the Lord is walking on the bottom side. That is not a good feeling for LPE. This could be end of game 1 if they don't handle this properly. You also got Ninja Killa on top fighting off against Ryota, and the push on the bot lane is being handled pretty well, but again, the mid lane and top lane are in danger still. Charged in by the Lord. That's a disabled turret, and there's no minions in time, but will be transferring up on the top lane. Mid lane will fall too, and this could be it for
really
LPE.
Now
One
LPE
last push.
will try to hold on. Let's see if they can, but the damage, they've been completely zoned out by one. Bimo takes a lot of damage right now. It looks like he's going to be up next. He's stunned and he's down. A killing spree and the base, just like that, quick and relatively easy. AA securing the first win here in this best of 3 series.
I gotta say, very impressive here for Archangel. I think the